the government believes that students should take part in politics. And we strongly believe for several logical and legitimate reasons. Now, first of all, I'd like to counter some of the vague and illogical arguments given by the opposition. They started off on a slippery slope, first saying that youth is some kind of dangerous movement that cannot be curbed. They're people. They're normal people. They're students. We're not just talking about any youth. We're talking about students. University and college students who are getting an education. They're educated people. So, and then they said that, well, our economy doesn't allow, our culture doesn't allow, our history doesn't allow. You didn't elaborate. What do you mean our economy doesn't allow students to take part in politics, or our culture doesn't allow students to take part in politics? That's very illogical. And then they said that, well, back in history, students in madrasas were radicalized, they were given weapons. Well, those students were not involved in politics. They knew nothing about politics. Maybe that's why they were approached by those people. No, they didn't know anything. Then they said that, then they said that our great leaders like Benazir, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, and they were just away from politics. They focused on their study and that's all. No, when they were in their universities, Benazir Bhutto, she was the president of the Oxford Union. They were taking part over there in political. They were involved, and students need to be involved. That's their time. They need experience. And then they said that students should not be given part because they're radical and all those things. Well, if you do not give them a chance to come into politics, then they have other ways. They could get radicalized and join all those terror groups. And you find those examples. University students that are going to radical organizations like ISIS. And that's very dangerous. So why not give them a proper passage to come into politics and maybe express their grievances some other way, in a positive way. Now coming to some of our arguments, first of all, why students should participate in politics. Well, if you look at our population, at our demographic, more than 50% of Pakistani population is youth, meaning between the age of 0 and 25. So, if such a major chunk of your population are students, they should be represented in the politics. Then, our Constitution. If our Constitution allows students or the youth to vote by the age of 18, and then the Constitution allows them to take part to contest in Parliament, for seats in Parliament at the age of 25, then who are you to deny them that right? Who are you? If our Constitution allows it, then why not? Why shouldn't students come into politics? So, our students are educated in institutes like colleges and universities. They have certain grievances. They might have some grievances. They might have some innovative ideas. So, shouldn't we give them the platform? They are going to be the future leaders. And one of the very illogical arguments that the opposition gave was that in other countries, students are focused on their education and they never take part in politics. Well, where do their leaders come from? They are also students. At one part in their life, they are also students. So, why not already give them an experience? Let students come, because they're going to come into politics one way or another. Why not give them the chance early on, allow them to have some experience, and then they'll have a better chance at becoming good leaders. One of the other arguments that the opposition gave was that students throughout history have been violent. In universities, they've gone for violence. Well, what about other politicians? Or your older politicians? Haven't they been involved in such kind of things? That's part of politics. It's not just students. So shouldn't we just push them out of politics altogether as well? Then who will lead politics? So because students a major part of our population, and our Constitution gives them those rights, then they should definitely take part in politics.
Just for 5 minutes.